Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Drake is going out super bad on this one. What it is, boy, NX Hunter, and we have to talk about the Drake and UMG Kendrick Lamar situation. Which haven't we been talking about this shit for like a year and a half now? Like this shit been dragging on, and it's all at the cause of Aubrey Drake Graham. Let's talk about it. It was reported yesterday, January 15th, that Drake himself is filing a defamation case against Universal Music Group, UMG, which is his label, for spreading the false and malicious narrative that he is a PDF file. Now, this is interesting because just the day before, on January 14th, Drake had filed a first lawsuit against UMG. However, after an apparent conversation between both Drake and UMG, he dropped the suit. Or let me use the correct legalese term. He withdrew from the suit. This had a lot of people, especially the Aubrey Angels, thinking that, oh, okay, they settled out of court. Drake got his payment, UMG folded, da. But when you really take a deep dive into it, there was no mention of any party reaching a settlement here. It was just that Drake withdrew. Nobody knew exactly why Drake decided to withdraw or what was discussed. And then that was that. Until, of course, this new lawsuit ended up popping up. So Drake is specifically suing UMG for defamation, harassment, and violation of New York General Business Law, which is using bots to falsely inflate the streams of Not Like Us. If you actually go through the whole 81-page document of the lawsuit, there's some crazy shit in there talking about there was a dude trying to get into Drake's home, digging underground with his bare hands, you feel me? I don't know if this nigga thought he was an Excadrill from Pokemon or some shit, but apparently bro was able to dig enough just under the fence, crawl underneath, but security eventually caught him. That's not really what I want to talk about in this video though. What really had me cracking up while I was still looking at the details of the case was that apparently Drake alleges in the lawsuit against UMG that they paid several social media influencers like Kai Cenat, ZSMB Lou, RDC, and even Twitter users to promote and endorse the song for financial benefits, and he claims this helped spread the defamation while the creators profited. That is fucking insane. So Drake, you mean to tell me instead of responding back to the one nigga actually going at you, aka Kendrick Lamar, you trying to get at Kai Cenat? Nigga, you trying to get at RDC? Hold on. Drake said he tried to go for RDC. Twin, I don't know. This is a RDC household, you feel me? I got the RDC merch. Nigga, I will slide for Leland. What you talking about? I will slide for Mark. I'm sliding for F every time. What? Nah, I'm playing. I'm a regular nigga. But the point still stands, Aubrey. You going after the YouTubers and the streamers and the content creators. Nigga, go after your ops. Go after the nigga dissing you. What you worried about us for? Go after the nigga dissing you. And whole time, the financial gain that Drake is talking about, UMG didn't copyright claim the videos for I think it was the first month that it was popping. But then literally after 30 days, everybody got the usual copyright strike. UMG went back to collecting the money. But even if that wasn't a factor of UMG going back and copyright claiming all the videos after 30 days, Drake, UMG did the same thing for you that you're saying they did for K-Dot, for Kendrick. Shout out my dog Screwface Sean. He says, well, here comes the bombshell, ladies and gents. Drake and UMG also didn't claim my original Push-Ups reaction either. Push-Ups, of course, being Drake's diss to Kendrick. So it's okay when they do it for you, but not for Kendrick. And that's what I'm saying. It wasn't just on Kendrick songs and videos that were able to get monetized by the YouTubers. Drake, for your shit, they were getting paid and monetized too. Otherwise, we would have heard it. We would have heard it from the other YouTubers. And then also, that's not even the worst part of it all, to be honest. During the peak of the whole beef, the whole back and forth, of course, everybody was doing the reactions. And Kai Cenat, he was doing a reaction on stream. I don't know, I forget which song exactly he was reacting to. But after Kai was done reacting to Kendrick's shit, Kai gets a text from none other than the boy himself telling him, hey bro, stay on stream, you're not gonna want to miss this one. Oh, Drake just text me! Hey, I'd be lit too if I got a text from Drake. What he say, Kai? What he say, Kai?
I got a report.
What he
Drake
say?
has just texted me.
What he say?
Drake has just texted me. Stay on stream.
Now, let's use our context clues for a second. Kai got done reacting to Kendrick. Drake texts Kai, yo, stay on stream, gang. You're not gonna want to miss this. Why wouldn't Kai want to miss whatever Drake has planned in response to what Kendrick dropped? You gonna text bro to stay on stream to react to yo shit, but then come around months later and then name him in a lawsuit? Drake, that's some real caring activity. I don't know, that's some real
Can I talk to your manager?
ass activity. That's some real
I'm calling corporate.
ass activity. Of course, you know a major corporation like UMG was not gonna let this shit slide without releasing their own statement. I'm gonna leave the statement on the screen. You can pause the video if you want to read the whole thing, but there is a couple of lines that, or maybe be really one line that caught my attention. They added, throughout his career, Drake has intentionally and successfully used UMG to distribute his music and poetry to engage in conventionally outrageous back and forth quote-unquote rap battles to express his feelings about other artists. Of course, the first one I could think about was Meek Mill. That shit was all over when it happened. But even you could think about the Pusha T shit. He was able to move how he wanted to because UMG let him to. What it sounds like to me is that Drake thought he was the only golden boy at UMG, and that's not the case. I know it hasn't happened for a while, Drake, but there is another rapper at the same tier, if not a little above you at the current moment, and that just so happens to be Kendrick. I don't know if Drake thought he still had all the cachet that he's had throughout his whole career, that he could just get over on Kendrick, but hey man, there's levels to this shit, and Kendrick is pretty much at Drake level at the current moment. There is also the possibility being talked about that the whole point of this whole lawsuit anyways is to prevent Kendrick from performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. That's happening in just what, 3 weeks I think from now. Whole time I wouldn't be surprised if this makes Kendrick do some shit like he did at the pop-up and just play that song like 6, 7, 8 times in a row. But yeah, no, overall I don't think this is gonna have the effect that Drake think it's gonna have overall. And then again, if you really feel this way, if this is really the route you want to take, Drake, nigga, don't sue UMG, sue Kendrick. He said the shit. Keep in mind, the whole time we haven't even talked about how Drake brought up a whole bunch of shit on Kendrick on his own diss tracks, but apparently those are exempt from this whole lawsuit. Where does Drake go from here? Honestly, in my opinion, he just need to leave the music alone at this point, bro. Like, after this whole ordeal, of course people are still gonna take you serious as a musician. The Aubrey Angels always will, but for the vast majority, for everybody else, nah, they're not gonna look at you the same, twin. You might as well go back into acting or some shit, or do what 50 did, get your own liquor. I mean, he got Virginia Black, so double down on Virginia Black. I don't know. But right now, Drake, right now, Aubrey Angels, this is not a good look. And I don't even know if bro could recover from this, to be honest.